Now, of course, this long, protracted period behind the pace car when they've got no real speed up. Are the pace car lights off?
Yeah.
Lights off.
Formula 3000 driver Oliver Gavin gets rid of the pace car. It's single file. Watch Michael Schumacher. Schumacher is mighty on cool tires.
David Coulthard locking up big time there on those cool tires.
They're not safely through yet. Through the first corner.
There's not many of them left. Ooh, David Coulthard pulling out a big lead here early on. Keller hanging right in there, and of course this has been great for both the Williams there. Now lying in 4th and 5th.
Down the long back straight, under the bridge, very bumpy braking section. Coulthard just through it. Over the curves he goes. He watches his mirrors to see where Schumacher is.
I think he is.
Now he thinks he has a comfort zone. Slowest corner on the racetrack. 35 miles an hour at the apex.
David Barrichello in the Stewart making a move on one of the Williams.
Look at Barrichello, look at Barrichello, top of the picture, behind Frenson. Oh, here he comes, the braking zone.
Whoa! Those Bridgestones don't grip when they're told.
Oh, good move there, Jackie Stewart's jumping up and down. Third in the grid last year, remember.
Same thing to Jack Villeneuve. He's going to wind Jack Villeneuve in. Damon Hill in 7th. Magnussen 8th. Pedro Diniz 9th. Rosset there in 10th. And poor old Johnny Herbert back there in 12th. But no doubt he'll be able to dispose of a couple of those cars.
Look at this.
Michael Schumacher moving in now.
Look at this.
Tyres warmed up.
This is a 190-mile-an-hour run to the braking zone. Watch how bumpy the Ferrari. Look, moves around on the brake.
It moves around so much more than the McLaren, it's scary. Then Michael Schumacher's driving ability, pretty eerie.
Oh, he's right behind them. Drag race down the front straight, 200 miles an hour at the end of this straight before the pits.
Where we saw that incredible move by Rubens Barrichello on the last lap, over in the dust and the rolled-up rubber.
Mercedes. Do the same. Mercedes versus Ferrari. That's a dummy move. It's just pressure. He was too far behind. Look at him turn switch.
Whoa. Whoa.
Over the curves. When you see Schumacher in your mirrors, most drivers get nervous. The intention is for everybody to make just one pit stop. There's confirmation of the speed. Pulling away. Look, nobody else in sight.
What a titanic duel these two guys are putting on. David Coulthard, superior car.
Defensive driving. He takes the inside road, the inside line of the braking zone.
A lot of opposite lock there. Right in the slipstream now. Schumacher right in that slipstream. Can he pull out at the end of this straight? Ooh, not quite close enough.
Look at Coulthard's line. He's trying to close the gap down, trying to make it more difficult for Schumacher.
Oh, look at that. McLaren wiggling.
And
Barrichello's got past Villeneuve.
Makes his way past the Canadian hero. Look at this here. What a run. What a run by the Stewart, Rubens Barrichello. The testing in Silverstone of a long wheelbase car maybe is paying dividends here. He blew up in qualifying, didn't do the last 20 minutes. Boy, he's running down the Benetton with Alexander Wirth, or with Fisichella.
Now that's the Series 4 Ford engine, of course made by Cosworth. That came up earlier on in the show. Will Cosworth continue to make those engines for Ford? Will they have to make them themselves? Or will, in fact, Ford buy out the racing division from Cosworth? Look at this race for the lead.
Oh, this is good. He's not as close this time.
No, if Coulthard could just hold him up on these crucial opening laps when Schumacher is so quick, it's going to be very difficult for Schumacher. Smoke coming off the tyres there.
And don't think this is cat and mouse. This is two World Championship contenders. Schumacher wipes his visor. He just wiped his visor. Is there oil coming from that McLaren? I'm sure glad they put that concrete patch there.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody uses it.
Now, Heinz-Harald Frenzen's trying to get around his teammate.
Now, we're fairly sure that these two boys are a one-stop strategy. We don't know how light Rubens Barrichello is. But I'll tell you what.
Rubens Barrichello is catching up Giancarlo Fisichella, which is absolutely incredible.
He may have a light fuel load. Frentzen looks quicker than Villeneuve. He does look faster than Villeneuve.
He was very quick this morning in the morning warm-up. Damon Hill's winding him in.
Remember, he was fastest. The fastest car on the racetrack in race trim was this man here, Frentzen.
So the new Goodyear certainly looking better, but Bridgestone still looking mighty strong with Barrichello, David Coulthard, and of course Fisichella.
Damon
Hill looking 100% better than he looked just a couple of weeks ago in Monte Carlo. Of course, a pretty thinned out field at this stage. David Coulthard there, fastest lap.
Whoa. I'm telling you what, if your mirror is full of Schumacher, like it is here, you better not make even a tiny mistake.
And he knows that too.
The Mercedes-Benz engine is regarded as the most powerful. Look at the boys here. Look at the boys here. Frentzen is quicker, and he's making a statement. Will he let him by? Will Villeneuve be forced to let him by?
I think he's certainly going to fight like heck not to let him by, quite honestly, but he may have to give way sooner or later, because Frentzen is quite clearly quicker. Certainly in front of his home crowd, who he made a terrible boo-boo last year, is not going to want to do the same thing again, because if Frentzen gets around him, it looks pretty good to me that Frentzen would pull away.
Look at this. Schumacher and Coulthard trade fastest laps. This is good stuff here. He is in attack mode. He closes up on the braking for the hairpin.
Pulling away from both
Coulthard still takes the tighter defensive line.
Certainly the Mercedes looks slightly stronger down the straight, because considering that Ferrari, of course, is in the draft.
Oh, no! Rubens in trouble, down to the hairpin. All the hard work goes out the window. He's back to 7th.
Boy, those guys are close to that wall that time.
Under pressure. If you're a world champion in the making, you can withstand the pressure. Barrichello simply locks up David and throws it all away.
Boy, what a shame. He thought he was going to try and maybe get past Fisichella there, instead of which he put himself in the gravel trap and let the two scrapping Williams and Damon Hill through. So that's a bad error for him, but he's going so fast, I think he'll be able to regain most of it back.
He was catching him almost a second a lap, 0.8 of a second on the lap earlier.
Now he's really close.
Hang on to your hollyhocks here, boys, because this is good and getting even better.
Is unable to pull away from that Ferrari, and after all the races we've seen this season, we figured that wouldn't be the case.
He's close now.
Oh, this is good. This is good stuff here. Clean, hard, fast. Different tires, different engines, different chassis, different everything. And they're almost exactly the same speed. Over the concrete, off before you get to the grass. Look in the mirror. Where's the German?
Lost a bit of ground there. Michael Schumacher is reputed to be able to get out of these second speed or second gear corners very, very quickly. Better than others, and of course he carries about the same speed in, so he's very tough on these medium and low speed corners. He just seems to be able to get the power down a little bit earlier than everybody else and really use it at those low speeds, which sounds easy, but in fact it's not. Down that lap.
David Coulthard in control here. Michael Schumacher, though, does edge closer, and then he goes over the limit like that.
Oh, big flat spot on that right front Goodyear there. Got to be giving some vibration now, I think.
David Coulthard seems to just have enough speed to keep him at break, but this is a good battle all the way down through the top 7. We're just going to slip away for a quick break. Schumacher wipes his visor again. We'll be right back.